This is all about empathy and respect, not hate and contempt. This video is a comment about and with decency, character, and conscience. As temporary occupants of this world, there are things we cannot change in ourselves and things we choose not to change. Things we can change in ourselves are committing crimes, acts of antisocial behavior, and vulgar speech, like hate speech, for instance. In civilization, we have rules. They're called laws. We have laws designed to allow law enforcement to target criminals. Those who make it a point to disturb the peace in other cultures are spurned by all those around, including their relatives and especially their neighbors. If you disturb the neighbors, you are cast out. In Shreveport, it's backward. Those who disturb the neighborhood are protected by a cultural bias called the no snitch rule. My disdain for those who consciously disturb the peace is justified. The Constitution and the laws of the land back me up. I do not seek justice, only quiet. This comes to the problem, my problem, of phoning in complaints to law enforcement. The situation in the neighborhood and my situation has come to the point where I am forced to have conversations with police commanders and elected officials. The local culture of crime has destroyed the value of my property and the quality of my life, and I have no recourse. Just to make things even more frustrating, these figures of authority have a bad or deficient attitude. To make a long story short, they are dismissive and display evidence that my concerns are unimportant. I should mention that those born in this neighborhood after 2001, the people popularly referred to as millennials, have a life expectancy 25 years less than the average American. To make my point about the authority figures on the phone not listening, here are 10 rules of conversation those on the phone should follow. And those on the phone, that's including me too. Number 1, listen. This is the most important rule. If your mouth is moving or open, if you're talking or thinking of something to say, you're not listening. Number 2, do not multitask. Be in the conversation by not doing or thinking of anything else but what the other person is saying. Don't pontificate. You may know the rules, but the conversation is not about the rules. It's about each other's concerns. Set yourself aside and let the other person's thoughts ring in your head. Number 4, use open-ended questions to lead the other person into deeper conversation. Like, well, what do you mean by that? Number 5, go with the flow of the other person's thoughts. Let go of your thoughts and concentrate on what the other person is saying. Number 6, if you do not know something, say you don't know. Simple, I don't know. Number 7, do not equate your experiences with the other person, with their experiences. The conversation is not about you. Your experience is different. Again, it is not about you. Number 8, this is what I do. I'm guilty. Stay out of the weeds. Details about you are not important. Relate to what the other person is saying without mentioning any details about your experience. Number 9, be brief. Show interest and stay on point. And number 10, try not to repeat yourself. And try not to repeat yourself.
depends on my chart.